Hi, this is May. Each of us face many issues or problems every day. Some of us may have relationship problems with friends, your family members, your workers at your workplace. You may also have finance struggles. You may also have issues with finding jobs, or you're struggling with illnesses. So at any one point in time, somebody may be struggling with something. So what happens when there's no hope in life? What happens when the doctor tells you that there's no more hope for you, for your loved ones? What happens when somebody tells you that something is game over? What can you fall back on? I remember about really count back 15-16 years ago, there was also a doctor who told me that I'm declared infertile. He said, don't waste any more time, just go and have a surgery to activate the ovaries, because I wasn't very ovulating at the time. But know what? I went on to have 2 more kids naturally. So this practice that I'm going to share is something that we can fall back on. It's a very simple philosophy and way of life that we can actually change the impossible to possible, like in my case. What is this philosophy? It's actually a practice called the Nichiren Buddhism, and it's founded by a 13th century Buddhist sage called Nichiren Buddhism. The basis for this practice is based on the Lotus Sutra. What is the Lotus Sutra? It is actually a teaching expounded by Shakyamuni Buddha in the last 8 years of his life, and which is actually regarded as the foremost of all his teachings. So when people chant this myoho renge, which is the basic mantra of this practice, they actually can gain confidence. They also develop themselves. They take responsibility for their problems. They transform from within. So I've seen in my 15 years of practice that many times things have changed for the better. I've actually improved my spirituality. I've become more outspoken as a person, because I used to be a person that doesn't want to talk much. So that's really a big thing. I'm more spontaneous. And this Lotus Sutra, what is so great about it, alright, is that it shares that everybody has the inherent nature of Buddhahood in them. The Buddha nature is the highest potential in life that you can ever achieve. And just by chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, you activate this Buddhahood. Okay, and everybody is capable of attaining enlightenment. So this is a really big thing. It gives us the power that is within us to change. When we are happy, our environment changes. So this core teaching of the Nichiren Buddhism is found in the Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, which is the title of the Lotus Sutra. And when you say a title, you include everything in the sutra, including all the volumes. So an analogy would be when you say Japan, you include all the provinces within it. You don't have to mention each province one by one. Okay, so very simple. The basic practice is just chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo repeatedly every day. You can do it morning and night time. Normally for us who are practicing, we chant to an object of devotion called the Gonzon, which I'll share in my next few videos. But if you're just newly started and want to know more, it's just very simple. Face an empty wall and just chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. When this Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is chanted, you are actually activating the mystic law that we call. The mystic law governs all the workings in the universe. When you are in rhythm with the mystic law, which is the law of universe, you will actually be happier. So with that, when you change from within, your environment changes. And I'll share more about the practice in my next few videos, and thank you for watching. See you soon.